Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
How's security over there?
That's not consistent.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice. Not our show.
There's a rumor that the Church of the Machine God is building a machine that will help bring forth the singularity. Sure, I guess that's a possibility. I'm just not sure what they would plug that machine into.
We know state police.
I don't even
aren't
know
above
where
full
you've heard of these
service
guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
Someone would nut up and take the blame.
I would have thought you'd had your fill of these guys since Dubai, Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers Salar and Wazim Alam. Their exact base of operations is unknown, but it's most likely in Muscat, Oman. The brothers Alam have been in operation since 2020 and have greatly expanded their operations since then, recruiting mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, AUGs, and they...
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Oh, here we go. The Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East. After their humble beginnings in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises until they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human trafficking too. The Diwali can get anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali, one of the old versus the new, the past versus the future.
Right now, I think police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
Here we go, Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God.
Maybe the connection
This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the Machine God through a ritual they call Ascension.
You think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere?
The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective. Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massive weapons and AUGs for some sort of attack. We don't know what.
Is it not a probable target?
It's a smart move. They don't want to be caught in a
Ah, the elusive Radic Nikoladze. This guy's a piece of work, driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he's squashed more than a few people who tried to slow down along the way.
I'm relieved, to be honest.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
If there's something here, might as well be
Preemptive
ghosts.
action would be great if we knew where to start.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
What I need you to do is listen.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
They all want to be caught.
Thanks. Keep digging.
What are the chances? I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
There isn't much here
State
to go
police
on.
just arrested an augmented teenager who kicked the door of a
No,
police
that's
car.
not consistent with the train station cameras.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
These guys might as well be ghosts.
The LZ's totally overrun. I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
This is so weird.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
Gonna take me to the cultist.
And a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated
No dice, not our show.
primary concern, especially in relation to the organs. Millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. A bonus of the legislation has been protested.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I think one of them would pop up.
Position can tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
State police.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
You made it out of Dubai, didn't you?
I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen on the ground, Singh would be dead.
Well, you know what? I think you're right.
Security footage from the train station. You think one of them would pop up on some list?
And ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered.
I think Director Miller's making a mistake, putting all our resources into finding these Dubai newcomers.
All over the world, flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Fine memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan.
I guess the transit authority is
First the Dubai mission and now the train station bombing. This is a week for the record
These
books.
guys might as well be ghosts.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority.
I've got to hand it to you for your role in Dubai.
The walls of Palisade Property Bank.
This is...
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again, in civvies at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome, but I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted, high-spec, military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. 2 other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the audit. People lost their lives.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
You always this pig-headed? Or are you just going out of your way on my account?
Miller mentioned that you might be pissed not getting to follow up with the investigation. I told him it wouldn't be a problem. I'm not being pig-headed, mate. I'm following orders. And I get a bit of a kick watching you squirm over it.
So you're just an asshole?
I thought we established that in Dubai. Now, get out of my face, Jensen. I have work to do.
Best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Titus News, always watching, because you are.
This is so weird. No one's claimed responsibility.
Devastating terror attack. Dozens of
You think one of them will pop up on some list?
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Guys, let me go.
Maybe the connection is that there is
I've
no
run
connection.
DNA checks through all the alphabet